Alright guys, it's your boy Ryan Thomas here. I'm going to do a quick video on overviewing what it's like owning an iPhone 5C in 2016. Now this is very similar to the iPhone 5 because it is essentially the same phone just with a different build. So what you're getting is an outdated chip, an outdated spec of RAM and an outdated spec of storage, I guess. And this came in many different colours and it was basically just a replacement for the iPhone 5. So it came in, I believe, white, blue, yellow, pink, green, and there might have been something else, but that's from what I can remember. And essentially it was an iPhone 5 with like a plastic outer shell. What this meant is that it showed scratches way more easily, but in fact it was more like it was like a less classy, kind of more iPod-like phone, because back in the day obviously Apple had different coloured iPods like the iPod Nanos, and this to me was almost like a refresh of that. So you're going to be getting a great camera, a great screen, and it's going to perform pretty well. As I said in the iPhone 5 video, it actually does perform pretty well considering its age, and you'll still get the newest updates. Obviously you're not getting Touch ID because it just has the old home button, it doesn't have Touch ID, any fingerprint scanner whatsoever. And the battery's going to last you a while as well, because obviously it's powering such a small display and like a low end spec, so it should last you all day with the battery life. And I've got the B-roll because my friend Finch has an iPhone 5C, so we're going to be like, yeah, you know, she's more like a partner than a friend. But we're gonna show off the B-roll in 4K because we're actually out in the forest the other day, and that's how I was able to get these kind of shots. And what's it like owning one? Well, she does have a case on it, and essentially, if it was me, I wouldn't bother putting a case on it because it's like plasticky and it's built very well. If you're going to drop it, it's probably not going to break. If I'm honest, it does have a few dings in it, and you know, it's kind of like a more robust iPhone 5 if you think about it, because there's less glass considering there's no glass on the back, and it's not a metal construction, it's plastic. Inside it's metal though, so it's reinforced, it's not like it's going to break. Now you can pick these up for around £100 with the lowest spec of storage, and that's pretty good to be honest, because that's similar to the iPhone 5. If I was to pick between this and the iPhone 5, I'd probably pick this one just because I like the colours. If you know me and you know you watched the 1M8 video, I absolutely loved it because it was that metallic blue, and I think that probably made the best kind of impact on me in terms of how I viewed that phone, because I really like the colour of it. So I'd have like a blue or a pink iPhone 5C. Now, like the iPhone 5, there's no protruding camera bump as well, so it's very streamlined, and it's more like a curve on the edges instead of a flat grip like the iPhone 5. To be fair, from like a holding in the hand kind of standpoint, I do prefer the iPhone 5 because I love the chamfered edges, and that's the only reason I go with something like that. But the iPhone 5C is very kind of rounded on the corners. It's still like a flat side, but you're just getting more curves to it. Now, the reason I wouldn't buy this phone in 2016 is because of its screen size. As you guys know, I really hate small phone screens, and I jumped from an iPhone 5 rather, to a Nexus 4, and then from a Nexus 4 to an iPhone 6, and then from an iPhone 6 back to a Nexus 4, and then from a Nexus 4 to an iPhone 6s Plus. And I think that with a 5.5 inch screen, it's like a good medium, whereas a 4-inch screen just is a little bit too small, you know, it's just tiny really. So if you like the small screens of Apple displays and Apple phones, then I would recommend you go straight for this. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend it at all, you know, like, it's a great phone, and it's got a great screen, and it's got a great camera, and you know, it's a great phone. But for me personally, I like bigger phones. If I was into the smaller phones, I would by all means go for this one over the 5 because of its more kind of robustness, bit less classy, but you know, it's more robust, and you can get in different colours, and I love the different colours. If you're the kind of person who just wants a black and white phone, you know, go and get an iPhone 5. If you're someone who wants a bit more, you know, ruggedness, a bit less classiness, but at the same time more colour in your life, then go with an iPhone 5C because I think it's an absolutely great phone. And over at both of these, about £100 mark, I go with the Galaxy S3, which I reviewed just the other day, so check out that video. And anyway, guys, I'm sorry for the bad kind of uploads that I've been doing recently. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm really busy at the moment, and I'm kind of into doing like different things, and I don't have enough phones to kind of comfortably do this. So the next few videos will be camera videos, and then hopefully another couple of phone videos. Anyway guys, I will leave you with that. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.